welcome back. Yes, as you've seen there, Mr. Philip Shaibu joins us. He is the Deputy Governor of Edo State. Good morning, Your Excellency. Thank you for joining us on the program today.
Good morning, Chamberlain. Thank you for having me.
All right, so having declared your intention yesterday, what kind of reactions are you getting now?
Yeah, a lot of people are calling. Many are happy. Some thought because of the issues that have been on, they thought I was going to give up the ambition. And some are happy. A lot of them are happy that I didn't give it up, and they gave their reasons. So it's all good news I am hearing. A few people are worried that the state might be turned into another tensed environment, and I'm assuring them that I am going to be very peaceful. I'm not fighting anybody. For now, we are having an intra-party contest, and we are family. If I win the primaries, I will need the other, those that will have lost out. And if I don't win, they will also need me. So for me, it's all about all of us working together in the party, because the real fight is against other political parties. So I'm fine. I am peaceful, and I've asked all my supporters to be peaceful and just be focused.
But you know, what would you say to those who think that it does appear as though you're in a hurry for this declaration, so that who knows? When you say, first of all, do you think that they have a point when they say you seem to be in a hurry for this declaration?
INEC has released its timetable. PDP have released its own timetable on how the primaries will be conducted. So I don't say anything in a hurry there. In fact, I should have started since INEC released this timetable. But my consultation was still on, so I needed to conclude my consultation. And once I was done with my consultation, the right thing to do is to declare, because the election is in February. So we have to start. I have to go around the 18 local government to seek support of party faithful for the contest. So going around 18 local government will not take me less than 41 days by the timetable I already have. So it's not early.
Yeah. When you say no one can stop you, does that include the governor?
When I mean no one can stop us, we are Edo people. We are people, we are from our ancestral background. We are resolute in anything we want to do. We are confident, and we fight for our rights. We are known not to people that chicken out of things. So when I said nobody can stop me, yes, no human being, because I believe in God, and God is the only one that has the power, is the omnipresent, omnipresent, omnipotent, that can say something cannot happen. Human being cannot say things cannot happen, no. Because if God gives us power, He gives us power for certain purpose. So it's the same God that gives us power. It's the same God I have gone to, and God has asked me to go ahead. I don't do things by my strength. So since I'm sure that God is with me, no man can stop me.
But you know, how about the impression also out there that this, your party, because when you speak about intra-party matter, it appears as though your party is split in two. Asra Nigodalo, who knows if he's getting the support of the governor, yourself, and you know, the last time out that the party had it very challenging in the state when it was split. They couldn't win elections at the central level, national level. So now, are you concerned? Because if there are two groups there, it will definitely affect your chances.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about the level that some person within the party are taking it. For instance, a sitting deputy governor, a member of the ruling party in the state, we want to have his declaration, and his senior appointee in government, we call the owner of the filling station of the hotel, and tell them if they allow me to use that particular facility, they will revoke and demolish And for me, it doesn't add up to what our governor believes in and what all of us believe in, because we are asking private sector to come to Edo State. They shouldn't hear those kind of sound that if you have differences, their investment can be destroyed. So for me, that is my worry. But for the issue of unity in the party, I can bet you my candidacy, and if by the time I win the primaries, I can unite everybody. I have reached over with everybody. I relate with. In fact, some persons say, like Fela said, I am water. I don't have enemy. I relate with everybody, and my candidacy will not just unite PDP. It will unite the whole political setup in the state across party line. I have reached across party line. So within the party, my candidacy will unite the party because I have a relationship with everybody. When you hear I am original homeboy, I started from the grassroots, from the beginning, and I grew through the ranks. And in the course of going through the ranks, most of the people within PDP, outside PDP, in other parties, we have had one encounter or the other, positive encounter. So that is why I'm going to be a unity candidate. And by the time I get this ticket, all parties will unite for me. So my own party for now, I'm speaking to everybody. I started this whole thing of going around to bring all of us together before this tension started. And I know what to do to bring everybody back. Presently, we have started reconciling. We're already having legacy coalition to bring everybody together. And by the grace of God, even before the primaries, I can assure you, Chamberlain, I'm a believer, and by the grace of God, I'm a man of faith. And that is why so far I've maintained calm.
Now, your candidacy, much as you say it will unite the party, but some others think that it might end up dividing the party further because the legacy group say they're supporting Honorable Ihama. Now, you have Anselmo Jezua, Aswan Godalo from Central, you from Edo North, and they say no, it's not for Edo North this time. It has to go to the Central. So your homeboy card may not work this time.
You said Honorable Obede is from Benin, Edo South. Honorable Aslem is from Edo Central, and I am from Edo North. Aswai told me he was not interested, so I'm not sure yet about him. So these are the three I'm aware for now, because I had an encounter with Aswai and he told me they are pushing him. And I don't think I don't need somebody that has been pushed. I don't need somebody that is ready for the job. I don't need somebody that understands the job. I don't need somebody that understands the feeling of the people. So I think we should not limit ourselves to these three. I am from Edo North. Aslem is from Edo Central. Obede Yama is from Edo South. That tells you that the issue of, in quote, agenda does not exist in Edo State. What exists in Edo State is competence. Somebody that can do it. And that is what we are talking about. And I can tell you, I have a relationship with Obede Yama. I have a relationship with Aslem or Jezua. So I can bet you that we will not have any tension among the three of us.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, just how the coming days go, because you have made reference to what your experience has been so far in your speech. When you talked about how you've been persecuted, you've been crushed but not broken, you've been humiliated as a result of your ambition. I want to believe that that's where the problem started. But, the question is, at what cost? I've been wondering, I've asked myself, sometimes, is this really a cost that is worth it for you? When you think about just what you've been through, as you said, in your political journey, wasn't it really important to you to have secured the buy-in of your current principal?
Yeah, you see, my life has been a life of struggle. struggle for an egalitarian society in quote. And this democracy that we enjoy in quote today, if we have to chicken out, we won't have democracy today. I'm happy that when you talk about this democracy from 1999 to date, you must call my name among those that fought to have this democracy, from our antecedent of being the coordinator of Abacha Must Go of NANS. So if I have put my life on the line under the military to have this democracy, if I put my life under the military to insist that Obasanjo must be released from detention and we must have democracy, and we were arrested, brutalized, I still have scar on my body, and I didn't chicken out then. Is it the democracy that we now have that I will chicken out because of pressure? No. My focus is not about myself. My focus is that the destiny of Edo State is at stake, and destinies are connected. We need an Edo State and a Nigeria where we, the people of Nigeria, can decide who lead us. We can be governed according to God's gift for us. We need leaders that can help manage our collective resources to the benefit of all. So that is what I stand for. And I make myself available. It's not everybody that have the gifts of having the gift of being able to withstand pressure and humiliation for the people. So what I'm taking today is sacrifice for our people. And by the grace of God, I can tell you, Malpe, I have seen worse things and I have always overcome. Because the fight is not me. The fight is about us. And when it's a collective fight for a betterment of our state, I can tell you, I see light after each other. But in terms of pressure, I'm somebody that derives carbohydrates from being oppressed.
You just said derived carbohydrates. That's very interesting. I'm just, I'm wondering now, when you talk about the plans for the people of Edo State, let's even talk about that. I mean, you want to be governor. The question for me is, what do you want to do for the people of Edo State? Why is it really important to you to lead the people of Edo State?
Yeah, because, Mark, for me to go to Jetu right now, it will take 4 hours minimum for me to get to Jetu. And my people are saying that we need to get to Benin the way we used to get to Benin. 1 hour, 10 minutes from Jetu to Ring Road. So I need to fix those roads. I need to grow our economy. We are doing well in terms of where we are going now. We have an increase in our growth in the past 7 years, but the level of growth that we reflect on the people in the rural area is what I want to take. That is the next level I'm taking it to. We have significantly about 1.3% growth economic-wise, but we need to take it to compete with our GDP that is about our economic growth is about 3.5 nationwide. So my take is how to make these statistics reflect on the faces of our people. I want to see my street, the level of unemployment dropping. I want to see we have done well in terms of out-of-school students. Ours is low. I want to also increase that part. So for me, it's about collectivity and allow the people to enjoy the dividends of democracy, which includes employment for the young ones, taking advantage of their own collective resources and heritage within our scope. So my take is just to get Edo in proper footing and make sure that the growth that we are having does not come down. I've been in the system and I've seen what Osumbo did. I've seen what Oshomole did. I've seen what we have done in this administration. And I can tell you there are certain sectors that we need to upgrade. There are certain ones that we need to sustain. And that is why I'm coming in. And I can also tell you that a lot of people feel that we need to bring the government down to their level, practical government to their level, especially in the rural communities. I am from Jetu, and I know what we suffer in those areas. we have done well in terms of in Edo Best. There are still more to be done. We need to deal with our secondary schools. We need to make sure that our out-of-school children does not drop. So that is why I'm going for the race. There are a lot of old things. I'm part of this government. I know where our growth is coming from, and I know other areas where we need to step up. For sport, for instance, I have a whole lot of ideas, and I know that from sport alone, I can crash the whole issue of unemployment from the youth. From agriculture, I can crash it also. So my intention and my attention from what I've seen, because when I say I'm 100% own boy, it is from my reach, from my conversation, from my interaction, that those are derived, those acronym for us to do what they want to do. So returning back governance to the people, that is exactly what I want to do. And I'm interested, I'm happy that my party, that is the slogan of my party and the motto for us to return power to the people. So I want to return government back to the people at the grassroots.
Well, when you say you want to return government back to the people, some people will say it gives a suggestion that government is not with the people right now. I don't know if that's the impression you're trying to convey. But let me take you up on the issue of roads. I think you made reference to the fact that it takes about 4 hours to go from your hometown to Benin City, where you currently are, where you currently reside. Let me put it that way. And I'm wondering, only recently I had the privilege of having a conversation with the governor, and interestingly, you were at that, could I say, conference now, Alago Diary was titled, and seeing everybody there, seeing yourself, former governors there, I was very certain that this reconciliation had all been concluded more or less, but it doesn't appear that way. You can speak to us much later on that. But let me tell you about the issue of roads, because it was seen that most of the roads which people complain about are roads which are being marked federal government roads belonging to the federal government. Considering just how frosty things have been before now and I don't know whether those things have now thawed, but looking at the political history recent political history, that is, between your party, especially in Edo State, and that of the center, do you think that things might be able to thaw out a bit in such a way as to bring the desired development in the area of roads?
Government is one, whether at the federal, at the state, at the local government. As far as I'm concerned, government is one. And if I am governor of Edo State by the grace of God, I will collaborate with federal government and local government to be able to develop the state. As far as I'm concerned, there's no federal road, there's no state road. We have roads in Edo State, and it's my duty to make sure that those roads are motorable. Because if I want to drive economic growth, one of the major things that we propel and the catalyst to drive it is to have facilities. And when I consistently repeat this and I tell my people, I say government have no business in business, but government have business in creating an enabling environment. And one of the major enabling that was created to boost our economy and to increase growth is accessibility, and road is one of them. And that is why if I become the governor of Edo State, I'll create rail line. And I'm going to make sure that I'll collaborate with federal government. It will mean for me to go and dobale to the president every morning to have those roads done. I will do it. There's no shame in it. I'm going to be a servant governor. If it means going to Senator Mai's office as governor, he's a former governor and he's Tango is senior to me, I can dobale for him to bring him to Edo State to come and do those roads. And the resources I will have used to do palliative there will be converted to other things. So when I mean I am going to be servant governor and that certain things that we are doing, I'm going to improve on them. This is what I'm talking about.
Are you saying then, pardon me to interrupt you, sir, are you saying then that the governor is currently giving excuses?
I am not See, Mark, I don't want to talk because I don't want to talk about the governor because they are I don't want to create more tension. I'm just focused on what I, Philip, will want to do for the in Edo. And I've said I'm bringing experience on board. And this experience is derived from being in government under Osumbo, being in government under Oshomole, being in government now as deputy governor. So I've seen how things have worked, and I've seen areas where I need to improve. And these are the areas I'm talking about. I don't want to compare. The governor has done his best. Governor has done his best. Governor has been able, for Edo Best, for instance, governor has done very well, excellently well. In terms of the revenue generation, governor has done excellently well. In terms of trying to woo investors down, governor has done extremely well. In terms of capacity building, he has done extremely well. But for instance, if I become the governor of Edo State, this capacity building we've done is with civil servant. I will let the civil servant now act. Because presently, we are building a civil service. We are training and retraining them. They are not able to work yet because consultants are still the one doing the work. When I become the governor of Edo State, this capacity that the governor has built in the civil service, I will withdraw those consultants and I will now make the civil servant now do their work as civil servant from the capacity the governor presently has built. So when I say I know what I'm going to do and I'm bringing experience on board, it's cumulative learning from Osumbo as governor, Oshomole as governor, and Obaseki as governor.
So, by the time you're going for the primaries, they'll say you've been in government now for 8 years. Now, Edo North and South have produced governors from 1999. So, what message would you be telling delegates from Edo Central to support your candidacy?
Yeah. One of the messages is that Edo North, under a party, People Democratic Party, have never been given a ticket to contest for the governor of Edo State. Since the creation of PDP, Edo North have never been given a ticket. Edo South has gotten the ticket twice. Edo Central have gotten the ticket once. But Edo North have never gotten the ticket. So it's our turn in terms of fairness and equity. It's the turn of, in fact, I'll say Omilokan, our Lokan in Edo North for PDP to give us the ticket. That is the truth.
Well, interesting. We hope that Emilokan does not mean that you're going to be on another ballot rather than the PDP, because your use of that slogan, Your Excellency, is quite suggestive. So what happens if you don't secure the ticket of the PDP?
I can assure you that I will secure the ticket, and my name and the party will be on the ballot. That I can tell you confidently. Then nothing happened. Nothing will happen because my name will be there. My name will be sent to the INEC, and I will be the candidate for the party. I can assure you of that. Because before, I don't do things without checking. I have gone around, I have consulted, and I have been assured. And certain category of people that I've reached are not people that will deceive me. And I've prayed and fasted. I've done novena, and I've seen all the signs. All my elections, before I go, I have my special section with God. When when crisis between Oshomole and Obaseki started, I went to God and I asked for direction. And God gave me direction that, look, you must be principled and you must follow Obaseki. We have said no God to godfatherism in Edo State. I am blessed that there won't be godfatherism in Edo State again. So you must support your boss. Whether he wins or not, you must support your boss. But I can assure you, my son, that he will win. And I followed God's direction. And you saw, with all the turbulence, we won. I can assure you again that it's my cross that I'm carrying. It's always a tough thing each time I contest election. But I always get over it. So my name, I can assure you, my name will be there. And that is why I've refused to fight because I don't need to fight. I am loyal to the governor. It's not disputed. But my right to contest is mine. Loyalty is given and is fully given. Even with the humiliation and everything, I am still loyal. But when it comes to contest, it's my constitutional right. So we need to sort of separate the two. And I think the mistake some of the people from the governor team are making, they are not able to separate loyalty to the governor and ambition. That is just the problem. Amaokwe, you were in Edo in that program, and you were in Edo in previous program. See the sitting arrangement, for instance. Look at the sitting arrangement. You say everything was fine. Look at the sitting arrangement. So for me to go and greet my governor, I have to think twice. I have to wait for my governor to come to greet me because I'm afraid I will block. Throughout that program, I was not recognized, but throughout the program, my name was not even in the protocol list. I have to just bear this. That's the cross that I have to carry, and I'm ready to carry them for the benefit of Edo people. So I have no problem, but I beg the governor. The governor should know he's the leader. He must be able to organize all of us. He must not love one more than the other. If he must do so, he must not humiliate the other one.
Your Excellency, this is Bukola from Lagos. I'm going to get back to events that transpired in 2019, but let me quickly follow up on what you have just said and in relation to Maokwe's poser about how she thought that the reconciliation had happened, particularly because you made a public apology. And now that you have gone ahead to make a declaration, which some would say seems as if it's, a hurried one because of how far-flung the elections still are. Why are you seemingly throwing caution to the wind? And you could correct me if I'm wrong here, which is you're currently still the sitting deputy governor of Edo State, and things are not particularly okay between you and your principal, and yet you're going ahead. What's giving you this courage to go ahead? Is it because a certain faction of the PDP is determined not to allow the governor produce the flag bearer of the party? Are you emboldened by a faction of the party that is opposed to the governor?
No faction of the party is opposed to the governor. I'm emboldened by the commitment of me to serve and the encouragement I get from our people. Like I told you, I'm a believer. I don't do things because I will directly benefit. I do things because I look at everybody that in that chain. I am a team player, and when I see that what the generality of our people are saying is correct, even when I have to sacrifice some things to make it work, I have to do that. The governor knows me with that. I can tell you, I've been praying that this whole relationship things come back to normal, because the governor is one person that is very proud of me in terms of what I have done for this government and in terms of my style of doing things. The governor knows that I'm not a corrupt person. In this government, if you ask the governor, he knows all of us. He knows that Philip Shaibu, you give him an assignment, he will go extra mile to make it work. And he knows that he will not just do it, he will be transparent. If there are some resources that are left, he will return them. That is how meticulous I am. And there's no assignment I've been given that I've not done it creditably well. And I have commendation from governor on all that I've done. If a governor, my own governor, my senior brother and boss, can do a commendation letter to me and ask it, the first line is that he wants to put it on record. So that means he wants that document to go on record. And he ended up to say, I am the type of deputy governor any governor will wish to have. So what has changed? What has changed simply is that I want to be the governor of Edo State. Possibly, maybe he wants somebody else. A situation like that, what you do is not intimidation. It's not harassment. You call a family together. You will call all of us together and give us reasons why you feel certain things will do. Tell us what you want, and let go. You don't intimidate. You don't harass. If I am governor tomorrow and my deputy want to contest, he has the right to contest. If I have to support somebody else, I also have the right to support somebody else. But no conversation. And the next thing is intimidation and harassment. No, I don't think it's the right thing to do. Not even somebody that sacrificed all. If I had to narrate all the sacrifices I've made in this government, will not leave this. It will take the entire day. So, but the truth is that I am contesting the election, and by the grace of God, I can assure you that after February 20th, you will hear that my name is on the ballot.
Certainly. And in the events leading to your falling out with the governor, there were so many accusations leveled against you, one of which is inordinate ambition and you being seen, with the opposition, the All Progressives Congress, which is why I'm asking, what's your relationship with former governor of your state and former national chairman of the party, Comrade Adams Oshomole? And will that in any way inform events that will follow the outcome of the primaries that will be conducted in February, should you fail to secure the PDP ticket?
I don't know why I think I won't secure PDP ticket. You have repeated that severally. I can assure you I'll secure PDP ticket. I'm a party man to the core. And when you say inordinate ambition, they tried to push me out of PDP. They did everything. They even announced that I'll be declaring a particular day. And the day they announced that I'll be declaring, I was actually with my family enjoying my vacation. And I saw it in the media. I know, and the people that wrote it are from government house. I know their names. And I showed somebody that was close to me. I said, look at these people again. They have even given me a date that I'll be declaring to APC. Whereas I'm not even having any conversation with anybody. But their game was to put pressure on me and get me angry, and I will leave the party for them. But unfortunately, I am not somebody that you use pressure to take out of things. You discuss with me to get me to succumb to things. And I came from a tendency where ideas cross-multiply. We argue, we discuss, we engage. Product of those engagements, I'm somebody that can easily give in after engagement. But I'm not somebody that can give in to intimidation. No. If I have to give in to intimidation, we won't have democracy today, like I told you earlier. So, relationship with Comrade Adams Oshomole is cordial. When I mean cordial, he's still my father. Politically, we are in different political party. And I'm happy that the governor finally has started inviting our former governor and my father to function. That is what I've been praying for. And now that he has started, I think the next step is for me to now reach him and also first apologize to him for some use of words during the election. But in terms of principle behind supporting Obaseki, even if I still have the chance today, I'll still support Obaseki because on principle, that was the right thing to do. God told me that was the right thing to do. But in terms of some language that I use, I will find time to go and apologize to Comrade Adams Oshomole. What I was waiting for, I can be loyal to a fault. What I was waiting for was for the governor to make that move. Because I will not make that move if my governor have not made the move. Now that he has made the move to be inviting Comrade Adams Oshomole, now I'm emboldened to go and see him. Because one of the crises that I have was when I went to the Senate to congratulate Comrade Adams Oshomole, and I was seeing in a viral video. That was where my headache started. Because it is the governor's style, the style here is that a friend of the governor, you must be friend to him. An enemy to governor, you must be enemy to him. So I understand those principles, and that's why I am being careful. Now that governor has made that move to invite Oshomole to programs, and on national television, all those words, some of those words that I use, that when I see them today, I should have used these words. I apologize to Comrade and Saliu Shomole. But in terms of the principle of supporting Obaseki, it was the right thing to do.
All right, so we have to go. I mean, when people hear you say that you're very sure that you'll get the ticket of the PDP in your party, there'll be no need to go to the APC or seek their tickets, even if they approach you, or in fact, it won't even arise. The need will not arise for them to approach you to get their tickets. So we do thank you for coming on, and we wish you all the best, Your Excellency.
Don't worry, when I get the ticket of PDP, both APC, Labour, all of them will support me.
Okay. All right, thank you very much indeed. So we will be back in just a moment. Stay on with us.